How's it going, everybody? Rybread here today, and I am back with a brand new series for the channel. I'm going to be doing a FIFA 17 Manager Career Mode. Pretty excited for this, actually, branching out a little bit from the usual. I started with NHL, I branched out to MLB, and now we're going to head over to soccer or football, whichever one you do prefer, and become a manager of, well, personally, my favorite club, Manchester City. Now, the only reason I'm doing Manchester City is it's my favorite club, so I do know a decent amount about them, and the transfer budget is ridiculous, like compared to other teams. Like if you look at here, Liverpool is a top 5 team in the league, and they're still 40 million less than Manchester City. So although Manchester City is going to have the board expectations are pretty high, as you can see there, critical for domestic success, continental success, and brand exposure. But they really don't care how I do financially, so that's good because I'm probably going to spend lots of money and not necessarily make them a ton of money. But I hope to win a lot. Youth development is low. You guys are going to have to guide me through the youth development. I'm going to ask you guys a lot of questions in this first episode here because I don't quite know 100% what I'm doing. So we'll just leave it as Mr. as our first name. Why not? And then last name. Oh, if I could actually type here. All right, manager Rybread is stepping in Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, he had a decent year this year, but they have decided to let him go and bring me on. I am from the United States, so if you're not from the United States and know way more about soccer, please help me out here, because I want this to be fun for you guys too. It's also a learning experience for me, so I think we're gonna keep doing that. Not sterling. We'll go dollars for me. Or no, we'll stick with sterling. That's just because it's currency. It's all relative. So we'll download the latest squads European competition in the first season. We will do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and use seeded teams. So we should be there over in the group with Real Madrid, who just recently beat Juventus. I'm sorry if you didn't catch that on the weekend, but Real Madrid did just beat Juventus in a great final. Well, for Real Madrid fans, Juventus kind of got smacked a little bit, but that is that. So we're going to keep the first summer transfer window on. I am going to download the latest squads, but there are some moves that I was looking into and that I think I want to make here at the beginning, so I'm going to leave it. I'm actually going to put it on, I'll leave it on professional because I don't plan on playing it all unless you guys want to see some actual action, but I doubt you guys want to see me play this. 100% there. All right, I've downloaded the latest squads, and yeah, there we go. We are headed into our manager mode. I'll check back in when it finishes loading. Alright guys, so in this video, I believe I'm going to do some inquiries and maybe even put out a bid on a couple of players that I think Man City needs. But we're going to go ahead and get the preseason tournament invite underway. We're going to do it. We're going to see what we got for now. I'm just going to go to the one in the American Cup Challenge in America. It's the most prize money, so you might as well. We'll be playing teams like Columbus Crew, FC Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund, New York City, or New York Red Bulls, Roma, Real Madrid, and I think is that Monaco? I don't know 100% what all the logos are of the teams. There we go. Most potential prize money. I guess we don't need any more money, but the more the merrier. Some players that could be useful that we would want, and there we go, guys. We are now in the office, first day as manager of Manchester City. So we got 6 emails to go through here. Nothing too exciting. We'll be playing the Columbus Crew, Barcelona, and Dortmund. T-shirt sales, I can't control that. I kind of think it's dumb that they included that if you can't control anything about it. Yeah, I don't care. And then let's view our objectives. So I expect, they want us to reach the Champions Cup final. They want us to win the FA Cup and win the league title for the Premier League. Hopefully we can have at least 1 or 2 of those, because domestic success is critical. Maybe we could. I'm thinking we could win the FA Cup. League title might be kind of tough. I definitely think we're going to make the Champions League again. But with your guys' help, I definitely think we can rise and take the Premier League. We want to reach the Champions Cup final, which could be tough. I expect us to at least make it as far as City did in real life. But I don't see us maybe making the final. That's pretty lofty goal, and yeah, I can't do the brand exposure because I don't know how to do this. I think you just play and you just make money somehow. So anyway, youth development, that's pretty low, but I do enjoy getting youth players on the squad. I don't think we're gonna have them play in 5 matches because we're not gonna have anybody who's good enough yet. But we can get youth players and put them out, send them out on loan that with great potential that could come back and eventually become something in this squad. Because I know a lot of the time some of the big European clubs, well, especially in England, don't really grow their own players and have them come through the youth academy. They usually sell them off at a young age, and then, like, in Manchester City's case, they buy them back for a ridiculous transfer. Or Manchester United's, excuse me, not United, not City. Good lord. Like in United's case, they sell off youth players and then buy them back for a ridiculous fee, i.e. Pogba. And there we go, guys. So let's check out the squad that we have so far. Sane, Aguero, and Sterling, but Gabriel Jesus, a very, very young, exciting prospect here. I guess he's not necessarily a prospect, but yeah, he can play striker, left wing, or right wing, so he can play anywhere up top on the top three there. I don't know if I'm going to keep the 4-3. I was maybe thinking a 4-4, or the 4-3-3. I was thinking maybe a 4-4-2. That way we could keep Aguero and Jesus on top, and then maybe Sane and Sterling on the right left mid there. Yeah, because he can play left mid and he can play left mid, so one of them's going to have to play right mid, but that's okay. And then in the center here we have Silva, De Bruyne, and Toure. Toure is probably going to retire relatively soon. We might get an email from him or have him pop into our office saying that he might retire. Who knows? I don't know when he retires. Certainly what I want to focus on is this back line right here. Our back line is very, very weak. Company is basically the only guy I really want to keep. And we have Stones as well. Back there, he's got some potential, so we can keep him as well. But our fullbacks out on the wings there, 81 Sanya and a 78 Clichy is basically all we got. Yeah, so Zabaleta, they actually did just let go, so shout out to Zabaleta for a great Manchester City career. And then goalie, we definitely have to get a goalie. Caballero and the whole Bravo experiment, well, not the greatest experiment from Pep, so I'm gonna have to fix that for this team. But yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. What else do we have down here? We've got Nolito here at the wing. Iheanacho. I don't know if I want to keep him or sell him because we might only be using one striker. And then we could substitute Jesus for any of the top three guys up there. And then Iheanacho may not see tons of playing time, but if he's not going to be in the substitute, I don't want to just bench him in the reserves. I don't know if I want to send him out on loan either. I don't know what would be the best thing to do. We have Ilkay Gundogan here as well, 85 there. So we got some pretty good midfielders. I forgot about him because he was injured for most of the season, but he could probably go in here instead of Toure. We still have Fernandinho as well. Fernando, I wouldn't be opposed to selling those two guys off, so we could help bolster the squad with a little bit better of players. Let's see. Yeah, we got Bravo, Fabian Delph, who I personally like. He provides good minutes in the squad rotational role. But there it is, guys. That's what the squad is looking like. I believe we have some players out on loan right now, including one Mr. Joe Hart. I don't know if I want to recall him from loan. I wonder if he's yeah. Let's go ahead and check out the contracts now, and double check to make. And do we actually still have there? Yep, there is Joe Hart right there. And I'm not going to negotiate a new contract, but yeah, there he is. So he's an 82 overall goalkeeper. I think I can find somebody better, and that way I can put Joe Hart up for sale. He could actually probably get us a decent amount of money as well. Because, I mean, he's pretty valuable. A 82 overall goalkeeper is pretty good in this game. But let's go ahead and sell players here. There we go. There's Joe Hart's out for 1 year. His price is $14.5 million, so that'd be a great amount of cash to bring in from just selling Joe Hart, because I've got an idea for a keeper that they're actually looking at in real life. So Nasri, Samir Nasri, Boni, Mangala, yeah, these guys are all out. Like I said, not a whole bunch of players that are going to make a huge impact. But guys that, maybe could make us some money as far as if we sold them, because loaning them out really doesn't do much for us. It just gets them off the reserves and gets them playing time. Maybe they can grow, but none of those guys I really think are going to grow all that much. But there we go, guys. That is the roster. Some guys I'm not going to sell. Certainly not going to sell Sane, because I definitely think he's got the potential to be something special. Aguero, I really want to keep him on the squad. But if the right offer is there and, it might be time to move on, maybe in the summer transfer window, next summer, not this current first one here, before the league season gets started. Maybe Aguero goes next, in between next season, this season and next season, when Jesus is good enough to go ahead and just take over that #1 striker role. But I definitely think Sergio Aguero is somebody that I want to keep. Sterling, I can part ways with Sterling. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I do want to keep him. I think he gets a bad rap, but that's just my personal opinion. De Bruyne is obviously staying. Silva, we might keep him until he retires, and we might need to find a replacement for Silva, maybe in the January transfer window. Toure here, he's probably going to retire at Manchester City, so I don't think that selling him is worth it. Plus, he'll provide good minutes for us coming off the bench and whatnot. Company is like I said, one of the only center backs I really care about. Otamendi, we'll put Stones and Company together because Stones is definitely somebody I want to groom and grow to become one of our number one center backs for us. And then Clichy, obviously, like I said, Clichy and Sanya and any other outside back can go ahead and leave whenever they want for whatever price they want because there's definitely better players out there. So for now, I'm going to save that. That is going to be the lineup we are going to go ahead and play FC Barcelona with in game number 1 of the American Cup Challenge, I think it is. So yeah, those are my ideas. You know what? Before we do that, we got a couple days here before Barcelona. I'm going to go ahead and search some players for you guys because I know some players that I have in mind. This is our keeper option. Yep, Ederson right there. From Brazil, SL Benfica. He's 22 years of age, but I definitely think that he's got good potential. He's gonna grow, in my honest opinion. And I honestly think City actually did just buy him in real life. I don't exactly know if that went through or not. If it's still rumored, I'm pretty sure it's almost done. But I'm gonna inquire about him. And oh shoot, you know what I should do? I should scout him as well, just so I can get what his actual overall is and whatnot. So it's only going to take 9 days. We won't quite get that yet. But then another big name out there, a young central midfielder. Well, he's actually a striker in this game, but I believe he can play midfield as well. Mbappe, he could be an attacking mid for us. We're going to go ahead. He was rumored to be linked to City and Real Madrid, but I think he's choosing Real Madrid over City. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him too. I don't know if I'm going to make any purchases. You guys go ahead and let me know who else you'd like me to go target and who you might want me to get rid of. And what you guys think. Just what's your overall idea? This is my series, but like I said again, I'm going to need some help with this one. So let's go ahead and just... Oh, we got to do training as well. Good lord. All right. Yeah, how should we do training? You know what? I'll train Jesus just because he's got really good potential. Let's see. Attacking. Is it chance creation? Yeah, I think it is chance creation. That one's a very good one for strikers, I know. I enjoy playing that one personally. Sane and Sterling are in there. Fernandez is a potential player. Diaz, Garcia's actually could be good. Same thing with Diaz. Humphreys, Grant as well. So Stones. You know what? Well, let's go ahead and set Stones up to go ahead and train for now. I might just do some players like Iheanacho. I want to see if if he's able to break the starting 11. That'd be great. And then we'd have a plethora of striking options, and we could maybe get rid of Aguero, which kind of kills me to say that, but it is just something that could potentially happen. Goalkeepers, Angus Gunn apparently is a potential goalkeeper. I don't really know how real that is, how much of a potential he's got. But we'll go ahead and get Alex Garcia in here as well. We'll go ahead and have him do the dribble course. Why not? Have some fun on the dribble course there, Garcia. And then what else do we want to go ahead and do? You know what? Let's just train Sane just because I know he's going to be really, really good. So let's go ahead and train him now. I'm not going to bother playing it. I'm just going to simulate all of them. And there we go. Hey, a pretty good first training for everybody. B, A, B, C for Garcia, but a B. So yeah, wow, I don't often see that. I usually train the same players together. I think that's a no-no as far as FIFA is concerned. Mbappe would cost us 25.5 million. So what do you guys think about that? Is that something I should go after? Is that like a reasonable price for him? Or is he even somebody that you guys want to see on the roster here? And then... let's see, Ederson inquiry is 38 million. Holy crap. That's a lot of money. Let's see, how much we have? We have just over 100 million, right? To spend. That would be almost like half of our transfer budget, but I definitely think it's worth it. I'm going to wait for the scouting reports to come back to see if we maybe should buy them now or go ahead and wait on them. But let's go ahead and get into this match against FC Barcelona. I'm rolling out my number 1 squad right now. We will change it up a little bit because it is only the American Challenge Cup, so not a lot of serious games to be had here. But hey, Sane scores on a penalty kick. I wonder why Sane is taking penalties. And De Bruyne scores as well. Wow, 2-0, but okay, Roberto scores for Barcelona. It's 2-1. Lots of action here in the first half. All right, second half, Toure gets injured. Okay. That might be a theme this season just because he's a little old. Sane scores his second of the game. Yeah, Sane is just going to be fantastic for us. I've never seen him. Oh, and he gets the hat trick. Oh, and that's a 4-1 win for City over Barcelona in the American Challenge Cup. Our first game. Wow. All right. He does suffered a head cut. He's out for 1 day, so I'm not too worried about that. But wow, a very, very good showing for Leroy Sané. Yeah, he's in good form. De Bruyne is also in good form, so they both had good games. Let's go ahead and advance up to this game against Borussia Dortmund. Paulo Fernandez wants to play. You know what? If he wants to play, I'm gonna go ahead and play him. He had the balls to go ahead and come into my office on the second day and ask me to play. So you know what? I'll put him in there. Sane, you can go ahead and sub out for Nolito, and then we'll give Jesus a little time here. Gundogan can go in instead of Silva. We'll go ahead and throw Delph in there. Maybe instead of Company, we'll put Otamendi. Instead of Sanya, we'll put Zabaleta, and then we'll leave Clichy in there. And then Claudio Bravo will get the start against Dortmund. So, pretty interesting there. It's nice to have such a deep squad that can have so many rotations and still be fine. And then again, like I said, it's not the end of the world if we lose a couple of these games or get eliminated in this tournament. So there we go. Let's go ahead and simulate this match against Dortmund. All right. Wow, they play a 3-4-3. That's interesting. It seems like they have a very tight back three, too. They don't play them very wide. And Nolito goes ahead and gets a goal. So I am liking the 4-3-3. Apparently, we're getting goals. Our offense is doing pretty well. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I just got signed out. Anyway, 2-2. Jesus, what the hell? Oh, right, Nolito gets a second goal. Jesus got a goal, but Aubameyang and Schürrle both got a goal for Dortmund. And that is it, guys. Manchester City, we have taken this game 3-2 over Dortmund. So looking good so far, even with a second squad in there. I'll just go ahead and I'll just put the same people back in there. I don't feel like redoing the training too much. And let's see here. Another good day for a lot of the guys. Iheanacho went up to a 76, and Garcia went up to a 65, so good for them. Average day for everyone else around. There we go. And the office, Paulo Fernandez says, "Yep, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I put him in there. He got a little bit of playing action, and yeah, that's fine." So you know what? I'm actually thinking. Let's simulate. I like to simulate up to the game and then edit the squad. So a lot of people will say. Stuff in the the scouting report comes back on Mbappe. International management. I got to keep my eyes out for international management. I might ask you guys when I do get some offers there as well. Final scouting report on Mbappe. He's a 79 already, so he's basically as good as Jesus is right now. And he's about 25.5 million. Ederson is just 2 days away from being fully scouted. So there we go. He's a 79. I know he can grow pretty well. So yeah, we know with the price of these guys, those two guys could be two big signings early on. I don't necessarily have unlimited money, but we would also be selling some players off as well. So now we get to go ahead and play the Columbus Crew. So yeah, let's throw Iheanacho, and then we'll Navas in there, and then Diaz, and Delph had a bad game, I guess. Fernandinho, go ahead and get in there. De Bruyne has played back-to-back games, so we'll go ahead and throw Fernando in. Actually, you know what? Fernando's a center defensive mid, isn't he? Yeah, we'll switch him in Ilkay Gundogan, and then we'll go ahead and throw Toure in there as well, because this might be Toure's farewell tour. So we want to put Humphreys Grant, because he's got some potential there. We'll put him in there, and then Kolarov as well out at left back. We can, we'll put Sanya in there, leave Zabaleta in there, and then Angus Gunn gets the shot. So I definitely think this is the kind of squad I would roll out against an MLS team like the Columbus Crew. Even though they might be a better MLS team, I don't really think they're all that dangerous a club like Manchester City. So there we go, guys. That is the squad for our game against the Columbus Crew. Let's go ahead and say 4-2-3-1. Interesting. Okay, I kind of like that formation too. But I'm sticking with the 4-3-3 because I like the attacking options it gives us on the wings, especially since we have players with such pace as Sterling and Sane especially. And then Jesus could even slide over there. And Diaz gets himself a goal. There we go. Just threw him in there for a game. So they subbed on Aguero for Iheanacho in the second half. And then Fernandez comes on for Navas. And then Fernandinho goes and nets himself a goal. And Higuain misses a penalty. And that should be it. Manchester City with a clean sheet against the Columbus Crew 2-0. So there we go, guys. First 3 games, we won them all, and wow, we are playing Real Madrid next. All right, and we have an email in here. Tournament prize money, wow, 2.6 million for that. That's that's super easy. That's easy money right there, boys. All right, simulate these again. I know, is it bad to keep training the same players and the same things? I don't know. Nacho went up in attack, positioning, and finishing. So, yeah, it looks like they're starting to cool off a little bit in the training, so you guys let me know about that. So let's see here. Anybody going? Bayern accept 32 million bid from Arsenal for Javi Martinez. Okay, cool, good for them. And I'm probably gonna put out the final scout. Okay, found all they could in Germany and a transfer offer for Fabian Delph. They want him for 9.5 million. Okay, so he could be worth more, but he just signed a new long-term contract. I will stall that, and I'll probably, hopefully that it won't go too much further in this video. This is just the intro video to the series. A transfer offer for Thierry Ambrose, 1.3 million. We'll stall there as well. Actually, you know what? Is he gonna be worth it? Okay, there we go. Okay. I was moving up and down and it wasn't moving. There we go. So we'll submit. We'll just stall on both of these. Why not? Player conversations. Jesus wants to be in the starting. Okay, Jesus, you know what? You want to be in the starting roster? I got an idea. I think this could be the way I go for much of the season. And then we'll go ahead and throw Jesus there. De Bruyne, Gundogan, because he's pretty good at that holding midfielder position. And then we want Silva there as well. Kolarov for company. Instead of Humphreys Grant, we want. I'll throw an Otamendi as well. Zabaleta, yeah, we'll leave him there, and then Sanya can stay there. And then we'll go ahead and throw Caballero in there because I like Willie. We can keep him in there. Against Real Madrid, he's probably going to have to make some decent saves, depending on who they play. If Bale is out there, and Benzema, and Ronaldo, and James Rodriguez, and just but that's what I'm trying to get to, is just a whole bunch of known players throughout the international world. Simulate this match. There we go. Let's go ahead and get it started. They lost to Roma in their last match, so that's or in one of their matches. That's pretty interesting. And they do have Ronaldo out there. Rodriguez is out there, but okay. Vasquez gets the first goal for Real Madrid. Come on, guys. And De Bruyne answers back, so it is now 1-1 as we're approaching halftime. A yellow card on Ramos. Delph comes in for Gundogan, and then De Bruyne scores his second. He hit a lot of wood this year, boys. I was kind of disappointed. Oh, De Bruyne gets that hat trick in the 68th minute. So KTB taken off for us in this game. Single-handedly carries us over Real Madrid. Very fine performance for him there. All right, sorry about that little pause there, guys, or the skip. My controller actually just died in my hand, so I had to go ahead and plug it in. All right, we have a press conference. That's fine. Tournament prize money, another $3.5 million right there. That's for beating Real Madrid. I would definitely say beating Real Madrid is worth $3.5 million. I know they didn't play their full squad, their number one squad. It's not like it's the Champions League, but the more money, the better, because that helps us acquire more players that could definitely help us. And let's go ahead and actually no, I'm gonna praise a player. He just scored a hat trick for us last game. Kevin De Bruyne is playing fantastic right now, so keep his morale up there. Keep him happy here in Manchester. He found all he could in Italy. Should I bother using the global scouting network, or do you guys just do you guys have players in mind that I should just go ahead and buy, or should I use something like SoFIFA.com that shows me a whole bunch of players and what their potential is and what they're actually worth? All right. Enough about the future. Let's go ahead and worry about so Gundogan is in a bit of a slump right now. So we'll put Fernandinho, who's playing pretty well. Willie Caballero played well for us last time, and you know what? We'll leave these three guys up top. I really like that top three: Aguero, Jesus, and Sane. That is a deadly attacking front right there. Defensively, like I said, we're gonna have to acquire a couple players. Benjamin Mendy, I think, is another name that I've thrown out there as an option. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Yeah, before I forget, because we're getting down towards the end of the video here, guys, because we're about to finish up the American Cup. Benjamin Mendy. So if I could, son of a bitch. Let's go ahead and actually type this in right, shall we? Benjamin Mendy, a decent left back that can grow for us, pretty young, 22 years of age, 6'1", so he's actually pretty good. Inquire about him and scout. Oh, he recently arrived. Shoot. We're probably not going to get him if he recently arrived. He might be somebody that we just scout and look at for the future, maybe in the January transfer window or next summer's transfer window. Let's see, how much longer do we have in this transfer window, just so that you guys can shout things out. Okay, so after this game, we should have about 2 weeks, I should say, in the transfer window. You guys let me know what I should do at the end of this. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. We have a whole nother month. So, yeah, perfect. We got a whole nother month of transfers we can make. You guys go ahead and let me know what you want to see. But there we go, guys. We are now in the finals against Dortmund. They tied Barcelona, and we did beat them earlier, so let's see if we can go ahead and beat them again. I don't think we played our #1 squad against Dortmund last time we played them. Jesus goes ahead and gets us a goal, gets us on the board first, a 1-0 lead. But Royce answers back. Okay. Oh, and Weigl got injured. He gets subbed off. Company got a yellow card, so that kind of sucks. 1-1 right now. Okay. Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Are we going to go to extra time? 10 minutes left in the match. Is somebody going to net one? And, Royce. And the 87th minute comes in clutch for Dortmund as they beat Man City 2-1 in the American Challenge Cup final. So, pretty good run there. Pretty fun. Had a lot to talk about there. Okay, so American Cup performance, great. Yeah, exposure, beautiful. He has recently joined us, and so we are not going to talk about him at this time. So that's fine. Found out you could in England. Oh, come on, there's plenty of good English players out there. You can keep searching. All right, guys, well, that's where I'm going to end the video here. Just so you know, I've got a couple players on my short list, just so you guys can see who I'm thinking about again. I'm going to need your guys' help a lot, especially with the FIFA career mode. But I've got Ederson, who's an 82, Mbappe, who's a 79 at 17, and then we're going to scout Benjamin Mendy, but he's probably not somebody I want as a left back. Well, I do want him eventually, but he recently joined their club, so he's going to be off limits for now. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to help me out down in the comments section. Subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I will see you guys in the next one.